You're watching Revival Building Group. I'm Andrew Man, and this is Fell Road. This week, one of the things that got started, pretty much finished, we're still waiting on some other framing to happen in order to wrap this up, but we got the new stairwell built, going from the basement all the way up through to the second floor. There aren't any temporary stairs in, and we're So this week, one of the things we did early in the week was we cut all of the electrical in the house. None of the wires in the house are live anymore, which is important because when you're demoing a house, electricity and people that don't typically work with electricities that aren't electricians really shouldn't be messing around with that stuff. To keep them safe, the project safe, it's pretty self-explanatory, but electricity is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. I think I have to, I'm pretty sure we have to say that. So what I like to do in especially a remodel, because you're working around wiring that could be live, might not be live, I just cut it all off at the top of the box. We remove the box, and in this home, because things are changing layout a decent amount in the basement, we are orienting our electrical panels, or the service panels, also known as load panels, along this wall, and then putting our HVAC systems where Gilmar is standing, and this will be kind of like our utility command center. Right now, this house previously had two panels. We have a picture of it, but there's two panels facing towards each other, as well as the transfer switch for the backup generator, all crammed into this little room. So this is going to be amazing having it here, super clean. We also have other electrical panels in this house that are in, other parts of the basement over there. So everything just needs to start from scratch. Like, we were trying to figure out where everything's coming from, and we wanted to centralize everything because it's just important to us, those finer details. You don't have to do that, but you would spend a lot of time trying to make this look okay. This is the permanent panel, but right now it's just temporary. We have a bunch of breakers in here that go to temporary outlets throughout the house. We typically do two 20 amp breakers per floor, as well as the sump pumps. If you have sump pumps or any sort of rainwater management underneath your foundation, it's important to keep that stuff running while you're renovating the whole home, because nothing's worse than coming in on a Monday to a flooded basement that could have been prevented. It's just one of those things. So we have the two sump pumps in the house that are currently here, and then we have several outlets throughout the house. Both of these outlets right here are all on their own breaker. It seems a little bit extreme, but when you have equipment and multiple crews running here at the same time, it's really easy to trip your outlets, and just taking this little extra step prevents somebody from having to go up and down the stairs, or whoever's helper just get beat up all day by running up and down the stairs, switching it on and off. We've all been there, and I just choose not to deal with it anymore. Even though I'm not the one here on site all day, I want to make sure that whatever subcontractor or team we have here, that everything is as set up or comfortable as I can make it for them. I'm standing underneath where the first floor to basement stairs will be. This will be a closet door that's conveniently, obviously not there yet, so we can film through here. But if I'm standing on the first floor, I'm gonna start walking down the stairs this way and land at the base over there. In the last video, we talked about the concrete footings that we've since framed on top of and distributed our weight. So all of this structural framing that allowed us to cut this hole inside of the floor and still support the roof and everything adequately onto the walls is now distributed onto these footings that are placed so that these stairs can not fall down, conveniently enough, which sounds funny, but some people might think that you can just add new walls on top of concrete, but you don't realize that only 4 inches of concrete doesn't provide you with the strength to support all of this weight. So you actually have to cut a relatively large hole. We typically do a little more than 2 feet square, dig down to the footing depth, and pour the concrete beneath the slab to make sure that the house doesn't fall down.